Hey, what's up everybody? Guess what? I graduated from college. Anyways, moving on. So in this video, I wanted to show you guys me animating a water droplet. I did this back when I was in college, and well, okay, honestly, the reason why I'm glossing over it so much is because I really don't know what I want to say about that. It's like, I kind of graduated, I'm just thinking about like, you know, like it's a big achievement, but anyways, I don't know, I'll think of something to say about it in another video, I don't know. Anyways, this assignment was one that I was doing while in college, and I think it's a great exercise, if you're interested in animation, of course. I think it's a great exercise to practice. There's there's a skill that I noticed that I kind of lack a little bit. I mean, there's a lot, but this one in particular, it happens a lot with drawing, which is when creating backgrounds and creating, I guess, like scenery and stuff. If you ever watch like pros or other people on YouTube and, you know, you kind of observe how they take care of like their backgrounds and like the details and stuff, you know, in all the, well, you know, the background stuff. Like, for example, brush, bushes, leaves, mountains in the distance, stuff like that. Snow on the mountain, stuff like that. It's just like, I'm not good at adding that like detail, even though it's not detailed. To better explain what I mean, I'm gonna borrow this like little quick clip from Bob Ross. He kind of explains it pretty well.
Hey, this is post-production Teach coming in real quick. I couldn't find the clip, but it was basically Bob Ross talking about how he doesn't paint in the details. He lets the texture of the palette knife create all of that for him. It's less work for more detail. That's all it really was. All right.
Yeah, so you see, it doesn't take too much, you know, to create all that detail. It's just like brush strokes, or like maybe just adding like the implication that detail is there. But it's very difficult, and it's something that I didn't practice too much. And I think it kind of showed in this animation that I'm doing. And what's difficult is that, you know, we're animating water, which is very, you know, luckily with programs like, you know, Adobe After Effects and, you know, some pretty cool tricks that you can learn with, you know, other programs and stuff, you can make very convincing, like, animated water. However, for this class, we were tasked to, you know, do it by hand, which is super cool, and I was up for the challenge, but it, you know, didn't mean it wasn't difficult. It was highly difficult, but I was looking partially at a reference. So for this assignment, we had to we were given a reference from this book that we had to buy, but at the same time, we also couldn't use that specific reference of a water, you know, or something hitting a water. What is this called? What? A water splashing water. That, geez. You know, we had to make splashing water, and we couldn't really copy. I mean, not that you should copy anyways. I mean, unless it's for like learning purposes, but like not that you should anyways. But you know, we weren't really supposed to like look at someone else's animation and kind of just like, you know, copy that, obviously. But yeah, so we kind of had to like look at references and see how other people animated it. But we kind of had to do this not from imagination, but you know, we had to do our own water splash basically, which, you know, was completely fine, and it was really cool. But it's very difficult, and I think what makes this super difficult is that in a drawing, when you see all that like small detail and stuff, it's like your mind can kind of like fill in, you know, not fill in the blank, but your mind can kind of like imagine that that's what that's supposed, like if you look at a painting and let's say like the artist just did like a white streak, kind of like that Bob Ross example I just showed you, like that white streak on a mountain. It's like, if you think about it too much, it's like, yeah, sure, it's just a brush stroke. But at the same time, your mind kind of automatically knows, oh, okay, yeah, that's obviously like snow. And it's not going to be super detailed because it's all the way back there in the background, right? There's a whole lot of depth that, you know, you can create with stuff like that. But anyway, your mind knows, right? Your mind knows exactly, like, you know, what's going on there. However, in animation, you know, as I was animating this water droplet, it felt like it was natural. I felt like this is the way water would have been displaced had something fallen in. But when I play this animation back and when I look at it, it just looks weird. And that's the thing. That's the tricky thing with animation is that, you know, with the drawings, we know, you know, our mind can figure it out, like what's going on in the background. With animation, we actually know very well how things are supposed to move, for the most part. We know how things are supposed to move. We know, you know, we understand like the logic and physics behind, you know, movement and stuff like that. And, you know, it, like watching this water droplet play back, and at the end of the video I'll show you. I'm not particularly too happy about this animation I did. Yeah, you know, it was it's practice, you know, it's nothing, you know, it's just exploration and stuff, but I still wasn't too happy with it. I almost didn't want to post it either because I yeah, I just don't like it. It's a little, I feel embarrassed to put it out there, but I know that some people need to see it because, you know, all the stuff I post I feel like is my best work, I think, and people don't, you know, and, you know, I want to be able to, like, show that, you know, not all the stuff I do is, like, geez, I don't want to say, like, crazy good, because now I don't think I'm crazy good, but, you know, I know the stuff that I draw is pretty okay. Anyways, you'll see it at the end of the video that it looks kind of off. It looks kind of weird. I also added, I don't think it's in the recording, but I also went into Photoshop and added like some trees and just like some brush and like some sand, just to like frame it a little, because I felt like the splash was a little too boring, I think, by itself. But yeah, that's pretty much all that's going on in, you know, in this in my process. It's weird because in the moment, you know, I really did think, you know, this is how, you know, everything would move, everything would splash and stuff, but watching this almost a year later, it's like, no, that's not how it works. That's not how water works. It just looks too viscous. Not really, but like when the droplets go back into the water, it just doesn't look right to me. I don't know, could be wrong. Maybe I'm thinking too much about it. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about it in the comments. I'm actually really curious, so let me know. If you are an animation person, or if you're studying animation or going to school for it, I really do think that you should give this a try. You know, don't just stick to character animation, you know, background animation, you know, natural animation, you know, anything that moves in a drawing or that could move in a drawing. I think you should, you know, explore and visit and see how, you know, you're able to tackle that challenge. But yeah, it was an okay project. It wasn't the best thing, it wasn't the worst thing. Aside from that, the only thing I wanted to say, I guess, was just hopefully soon I would like to show my student film on this channel. It's kind of already posted, it's unlisted, but I've been trying to send it out to festivals and stuff like that, and I heard that you can't really like have it public, but I sent it out to a couple festivals, didn't get submitted into any of them. Well, I submitted them to festivals, but it didn't get chosen or anything, which completely fine, I get it. I didn't really feel like it my short would have fit. I don't know. It's more of like an episode kind of thing than it is like a short story. You know, it doesn't have like it has an ending, but not like it's part of a series. You kind of have to know who the characters are, stuff like, not really, but anyways, I'm really hoping that I could post it soon because, you know, I worked really hard on it, and there's a lot of bland moments, I think, in it that I'm not too proud of, but yeah, I'll cross that bridge when I get there. You know, I'm sure I'm gonna be okay posting it because I look back on it and it was pretty cool. I also worked on it with a friend for a little bit. He was voice acting for it, and it was pretty cool, pretty rad. And yeah, so hopefully I get to do, oh my god, I stuttered. Hopefully I get to show that soon. Right now, like I said, I'm out of school, but I found work. I work as a graphic designer now, and you know, I work from 9 to 5. Lately I've been getting out around 6 actually, and so when I get home, I am, you know, the last thing I want to see is a computer screen because I look at one for almost 9 hours, and it's a little painful sometimes, and I get tired, and, you know, like I said in my last video, you know, gotta exercise, you gotta get up, you know, get up out that chair, you know, but, you know, it's not always that easy, at least for me, and, I guess I've been having a little bit of a rough time lately, which is why I'm also holding out on, that graduation video, but I mean, you know, it's whatever, honestly. But geez, how do I always end up talking about sad stuff like that? Whatever. No. Anyways, yeah. I hope you're enjoying this. I hope people do get a little bit of something out of these videos. I'm actually super stoked that people are really liking the Minecraft stuff. I think it's hilarious, and I always have a fun time making it. I do wish I could put out videos more often, but you know, like I said, I think I'm struggling a lot with time management and motivation. It's just really hard to get home from work and, you know, want to look at a screen again until, you know, I go to sleep, and it's a little difficult, but you know, hey, it'll happen. I posted 2 videos since I've graduated, and I'm pretty proud of that. So hopefully that trend continues. Hopefully it won't. Hopefully the videos won't be months apart either. But yeah, that's all I pretty much wanted to say for this video. So yeah, thanks for stopping by again. Thanks for all the love on the last 2 videos. I appreciate it. I'm up to 40 subscribers now. That's awesome. I mean, like, seriously, thank you. I don't even think I know like 40 people. That's not true. I have a big family. But excluding family, I don't think I know that many people. So it's pretty cool that I, you know, was able to get reached out to like 40 of you. And I hope you stick around. I hope it don't let you down. All right. Well, y'all take care. Enjoy my animation. And yeah, enjoy.